Brothers, sometimes reality is more entertaining than even the most brilliant fiction. Pokimane is a virtue signaler. She's one of these streamers that goes out there and claps and affirms for the LGBT community, goes out there, claps and affirms for pretty much any mental illness, disorientation, every just bit of bottom feeding, low IQ content that she can use to make herself feel better and look better. It's an optics game and she knows it. No matter how degenerate, no matter how retarded, no matter how mentally ill, if she can use it to build on her brand and capture some of that clout, she will use it. Well, this is a story that is absolutely hilarious. Pokimane's company that she co-owns bought Evo. Now, if you don't know what Evo is, it is huge in terms of the gaming community and tournaments. It's a huge, huge, huge show. Her company bought it. She just sold it. Well, I don't know just, but within a reasonable amount of time, she sold it to the Saudis. LGBTQ and other themes that are degenerate will probably be banned. In fact, it's 100% that they'll be banned. They're going to be gone. All the degenerate shit is going to be obliterated. And this guy, Pimp Master Berta, says this is the most diabolical thing she's had her hand in, unlike some other times. This is too hilarious. This is absolutely hysterical. Twitch streamer Pokimane now co-owns Evo, an iconic fighting game tournament. Pokimane's position at RTS means she now co-owns the biggest fighting game competition in the world. And then, boom. Mastering the moveset, Evo organizer RTS has been fully acquired by Saudi Arabia Mega City Project. Oh, this is so good. This is so hilarious. And at the end of the day, this demonstrates what I've been talking about for a long time. These people in the content creator space are plastic. They are fake. They're inauthentic. Everything is optics. Everything is for money. Everything is about how do I present. But when it comes to getting a paycheck, oh man, is she going to take that Saudi money? No, I don't blame her, because ideologically we are very diametrically opposed. My view of Saudi Arabia is very different from her view of Saudi Arabia that she has put out publicly, because she supports the LGBT community and I don't. You know, I wouldn't have the same qualms about selling to Saudi Arabia as she would, or she should. But apparently not that much. Apparently the paycheck was big enough. And that is the hilarious part of this. Whether it's Disney, whether it's Google, no matter who it is, if the paycheck is big enough, they will sell out their souls in an instant. All the things that they proclaim to stand for are eviscerated. And you know what? This actually isn't a criticism of Pokimane. Maybe I've treated you too harshly. No, she's still terrible, and she's still obnoxious, and she's still a deceitful, conniving woman. But at the very least, I think this is a W. I do. Some people will disagree with me on that, but the fact is that in the West, we have this thing where we want to put degeneracy and LGBTQ and all this other filth into everything. And at the very least, if it's in Saudi Arabia, maybe they can do a bit to, sort of untangle that from these events. Now, I don't know how much they're actually going to censor or how much they're going to remove. It could be a completely overblown story and people could be making leaps in judgment and logic, but the fact is that it does seem like there are going to be some changes. But for Pokimane of all people to be the one to do this. It says, LOL LMAO. Evo's been trying to cater to people who like the Poggers community for a while. True poetic justice that this is happening to them now. The ultimate irony, the pre-2016 community with all its toxicity was more welcoming to the LGBTQ than the modern showrunners who quickly sold them out to the Saudis the moment they had the chance. Pokimane's the good guy? From a certain point of view. You're spreading misinformation here. She hasn't been part of RTS for over a year. If you check their website, she's no longer anywhere. And he responds, yes, Pokimane is still involved with RTS as a co-founder and chief creative. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know why these simps for Pokimane just ooze out of the woodwork. And it's Pokimane's husband. It's a Gundam. Wow, get that bag, Gundam. Your wife is going crazy. That is diabolical. Evo in Riyadh means no degenerate, you can't say that word for now. No booze and no Jews. Absolutely. Oh, come on. Come on. Like, booze. You gotta get rid of the booze. Maybe, just maybe, Pokimane is just an evil, see you next Tuesday. If you're a broke boy, just say so. Yeah, well, she's not a broke boy. She made a ton of money from this, I'm sure. Guess they'll be as miserable as they made straight men with functioning sex drives for years. Good. Imagine what she charges for that getting pooped on thing. What? Oh boy. Evo might actually not suck as much in general, actually. And this is the crazy part. People are looking to the East for salvation from the mentally ill, morally degenerate, demonic mob of far-left freaks. And the fact is that, I mean, if we wanted to solve this problem, we could do it tomorrow. If there was enough of a will and people actually were motivated, you could solve this problem tomorrow. You could have one of the biggest mass campaigns, protests, whatever you want to call it, to finally get the government to do its job and start putting these freaks in jail. By these freaks, I mean these people that are part of the LGBT community, the trans community, that go out there and start pushing, oh no, it's okay to put out this content for kids, this sexual content for kids. Oh no, it's perfectly fine. Getting these far left agitators, going after people like Hassan Piker, who was a terrorist supporter who called for the death of Donald Trump on stream on Twitch, going after these CEOs of companies like Twitch that support this terrorism. If there was a big enough will, there's nothing that could stop people from getting this shit done. But it seems like people are more interested in complaining about it than actually doing something about it, and that is the unfortunate reality. That you don't have to live in those sort of conditions. You should be allowed a better life without this sort of left-wing crime and filth and degeneracy and godlessness and soullessness. That's my take on the situation. Is this the biggest deal in the world? No, but it is funny. It is very funny because Pokimane is a major virtue signaler, a major person that goes out there and affirms. In fact, Pokimane was one of the people that when that streamer came out and said, oh, I'm gay, I've been closeted, I'm gay, she was one of the ones that were out there like, woo, yeah, woo, yeah, you're so brave. And then behind the scenes, she's making deals with Saudi Arabia to... it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And the fact is that these streamers that people make famous, they're not good people. They're just not. They're just not. And I think at a certain point, people stop caring. But I still think it's important to address this stuff. I ain't mad at Pokimane for this. She's making a ton of money off this, I'm sure. The Evo is going to a place where gamers may actually get a convention without rainbow flags and other sorts of degeneracy, which would be nice. I just wish that we could do that here in the West. Why is it that we have to put up with that where Saudi Arabia doesn't? It's absurd. It's absolutely absurd. Anyway, brothers, that'll do it. It's a much shorter video today. I want to thank you for tuning in. I want to thank you for supporting the channel. If you haven't checked out the Discord yet, please do so. Go join the Brotherhood and introduce yourself to everyone. And yeah, we're growing that place and trying to make it a Discord where people can come and express their faith and their opinions and grow closer to Christ. That would be my hope for you. But yeah, stop on by. Anyway, that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time.